Welcome to the Health, Balance, and Wellness channel, your oasis of peace. Today we're talking about the smell of old age, facts, causes, and remedies. Talking about the characteristic odor of older people is a unique topic, but it deeply affects many people, young and old. This topic attracts interest not only among older people themselves, but also among those who live with them, care for them, or simply wonder how the body changes with age. Many use the term old smell disparagingly or negatively. But before judging, it's important to understand whether there really is a typical odor associated with aging, and what causes it. Science, on this point, is no longer in doubt. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you to like this to support our work. But let's get back to changes in body odor with age. Over the course of our lives, our body odor changes. It's something we all experience, even if we often don't notice it. Just think of the distinctive aroma of a newborn's skin, usually pleasant, sweet, and delicate. With the arrival of adolescence, the body changes, and so does the odor, becoming more pungent, acidic, and sometimes unpleasant. In adulthood, the odor stabilizes and becomes more neutral, while in old age it takes on a much more distinctive note. These changes are completely natural and dependent on biological factors. However, elderly body odor is often seen as a problem, but it should be clarified that there are two broad categories of odor typically associated with old age, one related to neglected personal hygiene, often unconsciously, and the other due to natural body processes. One of the main reasons why many older people don't notice their body odor is the loss of their sense of smell. It's estimated that between the ages of 65 and 80, approximately 50% of people experience a significant reduction in their sense of smell. This percentage increases to 75% in people over 80. Therefore, it's entirely possible for an elderly person to be unaware of their abnormal body odor. It's not a deliberate lack of hygiene, but an objective sensory limitation. And that's why unpleasant situations can sometimes arise without the person being aware of it. One of the most overlooked, yet very important, aspects is oral hygiene. A recent 2024 study analyzed bad breath in a group of people over 60. It found that many of them had never flossed and brushed their teeth sloppily, for less than the recommended time. Poor oral hygiene leads to unpleasant breath and can also affect overall body odor. Furthermore, neglecting dental health can increase the risk of more serious diseases, as the mouth is directly linked to digestive and cardiovascular health. There's another type of old age body odor that has nothing to do with poor hygiene. It's a natural odor, caused by biological and chemical changes in the body. Science has identified a substance responsible for this odor, 2-nonenal. It's a compound formed on the skin following the degradation of unsaturated fatty acids, particularly omega-7s. This process begins around age 40 and becomes increasingly pronounced with age. 2-nonenal has an odor that is perceived as characteristic of old age. It's not related to cleanliness, but to a metabolic change in the skin. So even the most hygienic people can develop this odor, simply due to the passage of time. An often overlooked but essential factor is diet. The type of food we consume has a direct impact on our microbiota, the set of microorganisms that live on our skin. Some foods increase skin acidity, encouraging the growth of bacteria responsible for unpleasant odors. Others, however, help maintain balance and reduce bad odors. In particular, a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains can improve skin health and odor. Spices like fenugreek, while having positive health effects, can affect body odor. One study found that this plant, if consumed regularly, can alter underarm odor. How to combat the smell of old age? Fortunately, there are several effective measures to limit or manage the odor that develops with age. The first tip concerns oral hygiene. Brushing your tongue, flossing daily, and brushing your teeth for at least 2 minutes are essential. In addition to improving breath, these actions reduce inflammation in the body and the risk of cardiovascular disease. The second tip concerns proper body hygiene. Many people think that washing every day with strongly scented products is the ideal solution. In reality, washing too frequently and using harsh detergents damages the skin's protective layer. It's best to take 2 or 3 showers a week, avoiding excessively hot water and limiting washing to 3 to 5 minutes. The most important areas to clean are those where wrinkles form, under the neck, behind the ears, under the armpits, in the groin, and between the toes. Another key aspect is skin hydration, which tends to become dry after age 60. Regularly applying a moisturizer or natural oils, like almond oil, helps keep skin healthy and soft and reduce unpleasant odor. Furthermore, well-hydrated skin helps reduce overall inflammation in the body. Drinking plenty of water, or even better, consuming water-rich foods like fruits and vegetables, helps the body maintain good internal hydration. This, in turn, has positive effects on the skin and body odor. Proper hydration also improves kidney and digestive function, helping the body eliminate toxins more effectively. For those who want fresher breath, a simple natural remedy is to chew cloves, known for their antibacterial and refreshing properties. In conclusion, the characteristic body odor of old age is a real phenomenon, but not necessarily a negative one. In some cases, it can be improved with greater attention to hygiene and nutrition. In others, it is simply the result of the passage of time and should not be viewed as a problem, but as a natural part of existence. There are many elderly people with impeccable hygiene who still have this typical odor. It's not their fault, nor a flaw, it's a sign of their life's journey. Anyone who has worked extensively with elderly people knows this well. The smell of old age, in many cases, isn't disturbing. On the contrary, it can evoke sweet, familiar, and affectionate memories. Many of us associate certain scents or odors with moments from the past, our grandparents' house, our parents' hugs. It's a deep, emotional connection that goes beyond the purely physical or biological. For this reason, it's important not to demonize the smell of aging, but to understand it, accept it, and, when necessary, intervene respectfully and consciously. Finally, it's nice to reflect on how certain smells are linked to memories. A scent can bring back happy moments, forgotten voices, caresses that seemed lost in time. In this spirit, it's worth viewing the smell of the elderly not only as a biological fact, but also as a testimony to a life lived. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not replace medical advice. If you have any questions, please contact your doctor. If you like our videos, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any upcoming content. See you in the next video.